Hi, my name is Andrew Parshed. I'm the president and founder of Cannabis License Experts. Recently, Health Canada announced on May 8th that the licensing process has been updated. Essentially now, a license that is being submitted, a cannabis license, now requires a fully built cannabis facility. Now, we've had a number of questions over the last week about this change. One of the questions that comes up quite a bit is, will I be licensed quicker if I have a micro cultivation versus a standard cultivation? Now, in theory, yes, you probably would get licensed quicker, and that's because there are fewer security provisions under a micro cultivation license compared to a standard cultivation. However, if your long-term plan is to expand beyond the 2,152 square feet that Health Canada has indicated to be the limit of your canopy growth space for a microcultivation, you may want to consider a standard cultivation license. And in this strategy, what we would suggest is perhaps as your first phase, you delineate and grow or build out your facility according to that, that smaller size, whether it's 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 square feet, whatever you choose. Start there, but your site design, your floor map, is laid out so that there's expansion opportunities. This way, your license, though there are additional security requirements with a standard cultivation license, for example, or standard processing compared to a micro, even though there are additional security measures, and the licensing, again, in theory, may take longer because of these additional security provisions. You won't have to worry about in the future of amending your license or even applying for a new license since you are already in a standard license, that class, the standard class. One of the things to keep in mind is that if you have a microcultivation license or microprocessing and you wish to go to a standard cultivation or processing respectively, that requires a new license application. When you amend maybe your site personnel or company name or something along those lines, that's a site license amendment. Just something to keep in mind. A strategy is perhaps in your first phase of your business, if you plan to expand and grow, consider a standard cultivation license or a standard processing license, and maybe start small, and that way you don't have to worry about later on, updating your license when you expand.